welcome everyone. Do a roll call, please.
Got it. King.
Present.
Hugh.
Present.
DeLogley.
Here.
Bergbauer is absent. Dusting.
Here.
Bartleson.
Here.
Carbone is absent. We have a quorum.
All right, and one of our village chaplains, Mrs. Landry's here to open us up.
Okay, let's pray. God, by your word, the universe was created and set in motion, and by your word, you hold it all together. Thank you for our little corner here, for the good life we have, and the good people who serve in the city government and on this council. Please bless them. Please give them insight and wisdom as they discuss business and make decisions tonight. And help them continue to be united in their purpose here and their commitment to the good people of Lockport. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mitzi. All right, friends, we got any liaison reports we want to go through?
Yes, I have one for special events. There is going to be the Heroes banners again this coming year. So men and women from Lockport who have served in the military forces can have their accomplishments honored by sponsoring a banner to be displayed around town between Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Honored heroes must have served or are currently serving in one of the 5 U.S. military branches and be from and or lived in Lockport at some point during their lifetime. Every banner sponsored supports the Lockport's VFW Wars, VFW, Posts 5788, and Women's Auxiliary. For more information, visit Lockport Heroes Banner Program under the Community section of the website. Application forms will be available to download starting January 11th and will be accepted until April 1st or until spaces are filled. The cost is $150, but if you've already done it, you can renew it for $50.
So the 5 branches, that means you're still not recognizing the Space Force. Yeah. All right, very good. Thank you, Susie. Did you have anything, Jonathan?
This Friday, January 9th, Sergeant Brian Phelan will retire from the Lockport Police Department after 25 years of dedicated service to our community. Sergeant Phelan began his career with the department on January 2nd, 2001. Throughout his career, he served with distinction as a patrol officer, field training officer, patrol sergeant, and as a former DARE instructor to many Lockport students. Sergeant Phelan also founded our award-winning Honor Guard, which has proudly represented the department at numerous events over the past 20 years. We'd like to thank Sergeant Phelan for his unwavering dedication to the service, unwavering dedication and service to the citizens of Lockport, and wish him all the best in his well-deserved retirement.
Right on. Thank you, Jonathan. What do you got, JR?
The city of Lockport would like to announce a special bagged leaf pickup. Due to early snowfall, our 2025 leaf collection was suspended. To address this, the city of Lockport is providing a one-time free leaf bag distribution and one-time bagged curbside collection for the city of Lockport residents. We appreciate your patience and cooperation as we work together to complete this cleanup. Now, this is a 2-part cleanup. Unfortunately, due to the leaves that were left are either soaked, frozen, or whatever, the leaf vac cannot be used. So the first week will be a pickup for bags at both City Hall and the Public Works Department. The city is giving out a package of 5 bags to be used. If you would like more, and you know if you have a lot of leaves and you think you're going to need more, Lockport will not be selling extras. You only get the 5, but you can still get them at Ace Hardware, and you can get them in Walmart and other locations if you think you need more bags. So that happens the first week. That'll be next week from the 12th through the 7th, I think even through Saturday, correct? And then the final, the actual leaf pickup, please place the bagged leaves at curbside, and we will be picking them up one pass through the city of Lockport, starting on Tuesday, the 20th. And hopefully, we know residents have a responsibility to get in them back, but hopefully this will clear up any issues you have with leaves, and hopefully it'll be a big assist. I've been informed that Public Works has been working with a lot of residents on trying to get leaves picked up, doing it on their own, providing bags and picking them up one-on-one. And this way, we're reaching out to reach out to more citizens at one time. So,
Pick up again. Waste Management will start their seasonal pickup again at the end of March, but that's still quite a gap from them. So this is a measure to help kind of bridge the gap.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. I know it's, kind of a workaround, but I know you put an effort in. I appreciate it. All right, anything on this side?
We had some real good entries, and I'm excited to present the first, second, and third place winners. So thank you to the residents that submitted their properties. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Joanne. All right, friends, so moving on, we're looking for a motion to have a consent agenda tonight.
second.
All right, Joanne and JR, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so tonight we're looking for approval for our regular city council meeting minutes from the 17th, our committee of the whole meeting minutes from the 17th, resolution 25-111, which is the appointment of Robin Liff for the remainder of our vacant spot from Pat McDonald, the payroll period ending December 21st, our bills through December 30th, resolution 25-105, which is a memorandum of understanding with Main Street in the city of Lockport for share cost and operating the Illinois State Museum campus. And then there's resolution 25-106, authorizing the city administrator execute the extension of the valet parking service. So looking for a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion. Second.
All right, Darren and JR, and we'll do a roll call, please.
You got it. King,
Yes.
Pugh,
Aye.
Galogly,
Yes.
Bergbauer is absent, Duskin.
Yes.
Bartleson,
Yes?
and Cardamone is absent. Motion passes.
All right, very good. Well, next, you guys want to meet over at the podium? Yeah, we're going to do the swearing at service, yeah.
Come on around here and just, okay, please read.
should all come over, man, come on up with your mom.
Please.
I don't need to be weird by myself. You can be weird with
I'm
me.
here with you. Hey, wait, look, we've got similar colors.
Oh, man,
We
look at
coordinated well.
that.
Very well.
It's like a uniform.
All right, oh, come on in. You're going to be in the picture. See? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We've got the press out here first. All right, so repeat after me. I, Robin Lipp,
I, Robin Lipp,
being appointed to the office of Alderwoman Ward 2
being appointed to the office of Alderwoman Ward 2
in the city of Lockport,
in the city of Lockport,
in the county of Will,
in the county of Will,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Alderwoman Ward 2
of the office of Alderwoman Ward 2. I stumbled where you did.
You did well. According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm going to have you sign here, and we'll get you a copy. for your
Awesome.
records,
Thank
too.
you so much. Will do.
Awesome. You did good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now you get to come sit up here at the big table.
Hey, picture. Do we need a formal picture?
You guys all get up for take pictures.
So shy. I know. What looks good? Well, you're the photographer. We're okay? Okay. Thank you.
Were we passing this down?
Yeah.
Nice, all right.
I wanted to make sure to get it going before.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Robin said. Did you only get one, right? Is it? Goes all the way down to that, right.
All right, very good. All right, so next thing on the agenda is our budget amendment. What do you got, Lisa?
So we went through the details last at the committee of the whole about the budget amendment. They mostly pertain to expenses that were in the TIF. So it was a purchase of some property using TIF funds. And then underground storage tank, we had a grant that helped us to remove some at 1728 South State Street. So we needed to ratify those expenses through a budget amendment. So looking for approval.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So we're looking for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
All right. Got that all?
All right.
Susie and Jonathan?
Yep, I
Okay.
did.
And then we'll do a roll call, please.
You got it. King,
Yes.
Pugh,
Aye.
Liff,
Yes.
Galogly,
Yes.
Bergbauer is absent, Deskin.
Yes.
Bartleson,
Yes?
Cardamone is absent, motion passes. Oh, I'm sorry. Steve, I also need your vote.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a
Yay.
yes? Thank you. Motion
All right,
passes.
that's all we had for tonight, so looking for just a motion to adjourn. All right. Joanne, JR, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, Robin, you can split.
I worked here.
Just kidding. I thought you agreed just to say no to everything. No, that would have been a little
Okay, I'm ready if you are.
All right, yeah, please, do a roll call.
All right, roll call is King,
Present.
Pugh,
Present?
Liff,
Present.
Galogly.
Here.
Bergbauer is absent, Deskin.
Here.
Bartleson,
Here?
Cardamone is absent, we have a quorum.
All right, first thing on the agenda is Resolution 26004. Lance, what do you got for us?
Thank you, Mayor. This is another release of a bond and initial acceptance of site improvements. This one is related to Scooter's Coffee. We are asking for Resolution 26004 to be placed on City Council in 2 weeks for action or consent.
All right, any thoughts, concerns? We good with this?
Consent.
Consent it is. All right, CD2.
CD2 is for Resolution 26006. This is another bond release and initial acceptance for Oak Creek Phase 3A. This is the northern portion of the southernmost section of Oak Creek. They have completed all the improvements, and we are requesting either action or consent for Resolution 26006.
All right, any outstanding questions on this one? And we're good with consent? Right on. CD3.
CD3 is related to, or actually, yes, CD3 26002. This is the one where the applicant has requested to continue this case to the February 4th.
Oh, yeah, I'm
2026
sorry.
meeting.
Yeah. I got a note here. Yeah, we're going to do a continuance on this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no
We
worries.
need to actually get a motion and a second to continue it to that date.
I'll make the motion to continue.
I'll second.
All right, then we'll do a roll call on that, please.
Well, a little discussion, just so you know that Lance and I have been working on this for the last couple of weeks. There's 5 people in the state of Illinois that are going to probably help us along with this. I've spoken with 3, Lance has spoken with 1. We have a new person that I found out about at about 11 o'clock this morning, so we'll hope to have things figured out in a month.
No, it's good. I appreciate you using your cemetery knowledge on this, Darren. So, all right, I don't think we need a roll call. We could just probably do all in favor. Are we all in favor of continuing for this?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, good. Thank you. February then, first meeting in February. Okay, next is CD4.
CD4, there we go. CD4 is a ordinance 26001 for a special use permit for an auto body with outdoor storage, as well as Resolution 26002 that is approving their final development plans for an auto body shop. The background on this is on your screen or in your packet. Paul Globakar, who is not represented in the audience today, but we do have a Crash Champions representative here to answer any questions. They have submitted final development plans for an auto body repair shop with outdoor storage. The property is located at north of Thornton Street and the 9th Street intersection. You can see it on your screen surrounded in orange. It is a part of the Lockport Crossings development. Property is zoned C3 highway commercial. It's currently vacant, and the request is for outdoor storage. Zoning map is on the screen and in your packet. This was part of an original plan development for a center that had commercial uses in it, had some offices on the second floor. The Dewey Clinic, or what is today the Dewey Clinic, was originally the Advocate Clinic, was the original first phase of this development, and it sat vacant for a number of years until Christian Brothers came through and built their facility. I don't know why this is lagging so much. Anyways, the history on this is probably best seen on your screen. So I'll ask you to turn around a little bit. It's got a little bit of a unique history. This is one of those classic 2000 commercial developments, very much like Lockport Square, developed at a very similar time, that had a dramatically different approach to what it was going to be, and then the economy hit and didn't happen. So the Oasis, way over on the right-hand side, that was already existing when this came through. It's been there for a number of years. The second piece to be built is the Dewey Clinic in the middle. The third piece was Christian Brothers. The fourth piece was O'Reilly's. This was kind of the overall development for a number of years. That was as far as it went, and Christian Brothers and O'Reilly's obviously are the most recent, built within the last 5 years, or actually 6 years within the city. The property that we're talking about tonight is surrounded in the yellow outline. To the west end was originally intended to be a medical user. I think originally it was for infusions and different things like that. The bar building that kind of crosses over the yellow line in the middle was going to be a 2-story with some retail on the first floor and offices on the second floor. That never got off the ground anywhere close to what we have today. The green bar would be the remainder property of what we are looking at today from Crash Champions. This is their site plan. The site plan shows a 20,000 square foot building. There is customer parking to the south of that building. Just to orient yourself, the curve of 9th Street is kind of in the lower right-hand corner of that screen. The kind of jog, 90-degree jog, and then it goes straight left is Thornton Street. That's where that traffic signal is. There would be an access point off of Thornton Street, which is on the left side of the screen, and then there would be an access point via the currently vacant lot from the right-in, right-out directly adjacent to the Dewey Clinic. And that is what that gray line that kind of jogs up north to connect to that existing drive is related to. The parking that is shown on the west side of the building and the north side of the building would be behind landscaping and fencing. That is intended to be for storage of cars that are intended to be worked on. The landscape plan meets all of our standards, probably exceeds them in a couple different locations, but we have requested significant amount of screening because it is a special use permit, and it allows us to ask for those additional things. So particularly up in the northwest corner and to the east side of it, we've asked for some additional screening because of the residents that are on the north side of Highland. The building elevations are very much similar to what you saw at the concept plan approval. They'll be an all-brick building, got a metal panel kind of corner structure, which is on the right side of that upper image. That would be the main entrance. The bottom image that you see on there is the rear side of the Oh, there it goes. Now it's all sun green. Now I got two. The upper image is the south facade, so that's what you would see from the traffic signal at Thornton and 9th Street. This is, on the upper image is the east facade. That would be what you would see if you were looking from the Dooley Clinic. And the lower image is the west facade. That would be what you saw looking from the rear side of the unincorporated commercial development to the west. They meet all of our standards. They exceed our masonry and building material requirements. They far exceed the 60% of the Class 1 materials that we do require as a part of our architectural guidelines. We do have, very similar to what we've discussed in a number of other situations, we do have standards for special uses and our findings. These were adopted by the Plan and Zoning Commission, so they are now theirs, presented to you. The first one is about the proposed building at this location, necessary or desirable to provide a service or a facility in the public interest, contributing to the general welfare. The response from the Plan Commission is that it's currently vacant land that can be developed into commercial development. It relocates an existing business to a location that they can expand their services. It also meets the city standards for landscaping, bulk zoning standards, commercial building design and materials, as well as traffic circulation. Second standard is related to the building or use not having a substantial adverse impact on the adjacent property or impacting the character of the neighborhood, the traffic conditions, utilities, or other matters. The vehicle storage area, which would be the most impactful component of this, has been fully screened by a 6-foot fence, as well as significant amount of landscaping surrounding the entire fence all the way on all three sides, and then landscaping that's typical for our parking lots. The third standard is the building or use and how it will be designed, arranged, and operated so that the development and use of neighboring property can be accommodated. They have designed the site to meet all of our standards, setbacks, and other things. And our request is to place Resolution 26003 on the January 21st, 2026 council agenda for consent or action, as well as ordinance number 26001 for consent or action on January 21st. The ordinance is specific to the special use permit. The resolution is specific to the final development plans. And there is another note in our staff report about the declaration of use restrictions that was discussed at the concept plan meeting. If you remember from the concept plan, one of the concerns would be what would happen on that vacant parcel that would be left to the east of Crash Champions. The applicant and the property owner agreed to a pretty extensive use of not allowable uses. Those have been recorded on the property already, so those are already legally locked on that property. There wouldn't be any ability to change those at this point by the applicant.
Is there anything that's substantially changed then since the concept plan was approved, or it's?
No.
Okay.
It's nearly the exact same layout. It is the exact same fence locations, dumpster locations, gate locations, parking locations, building locations, and the building design.
Okay.
It's the same.
All right. Any further questions, comments? No, we can, you guys want it on as an action or consent? Consent? All right, consent it is. All right, thank you, friends. All right, next we've got a resolution 26003 for the Dunkin' Donuts Baskin Robbins. What do you got?
Thank you, Mayor. This is Resolution 26003. Let me get I don't know why we're lagging so much. Sorry. On the screen, we have Sean Lockport, LLC, has submitted a concept plan for a multi-tenant drive-through development at the southwest corner of 159th and Farrell Road. The orange box on the screen or in your packet is what that relates to. The subject property is currently zoned C2 and is impressed with a special use permit from a gas station that had originally been submitted in 2002. It was going to be a BP gas station. That special use permit resides with the land and carries forward. The property is approximately 1.63 acres and is located on that corner. The site plan illustrates There's the zoning C2 across the street on the Jewel Center is C3, but all the property surrounding this property west of Farrell is C2. The site plan illustrates 2 single-tenant restaurant buildings, each with a drive-through. The building to the right or the east is 2,300 square feet with Dunkin' Donuts as the primary tenant. The other building will be 3,000 square feet, currently without an identified tenant. However, the applicant did mention at the Plan and Zoning Commission that it is a likely possibility that it could be a Jimmy John's that would be relocating from their existing location to the east to this location to be able to have a drive-through, to be able to have a full store. So whether or not that comes to fruition, but that was what the applicant had mentioned at the Plan and Zoning Commission meeting. Access to the site will be along Farrell Road at the existing entrance to Culver's. The key point to this, and I wanted to make sure that we cover the circulation of Farrell Road. At Culver's currently, as many of you know, and I'm sure as many of you have driven, it's a full access. So when you come out of Culver's and you come out to their road, you can make a left-hand turn to go north on Farrell. As a part of the original agreement with Culver's, as well as in 2002 with the BP, once the traffic signal at the Aldi was installed, this drive was intended or was required to be converted to a right-in, right-out scenario. However, the access between Culver's and the traffic light was never established because Panda didn't exist and they hadn't built out the rest of the development to the south. The Murphys was there, and so we had a gap between Culver's and the Murphys where their parking lot extended. So that was never possible, so it was never enforced, never converted. As a part of the traffic study for this particular development, it identified, as we assumed that it would, that a right-in, right-out would be required because of the volume of traffic that would be generated by these 2 uses that would be located on this site. At the Plan Commission, the applicant had not shown the right-in, right-out on that. They wanted to have a conversation about it with the Plan Commissioners. It was ultimately decided that they did need to make a right-in, right-out, and they asked that be a condition of their recommendation for approval. That has been changed now, so the right-in, right-out was shown on the site plan in your packet. But I want to make sure that we go through on the left side on your screen. That shows you all the different ways in which people today can turn into it. So you can do a left-bound. If you're going north, you can turn left into it. If you're coming out of Culver's, you can turn left going north. And obviously, you can turn right into it if you're going south, and right out if you're going to the south. In the future situation, when you have a right-in, right-out, the only movements that are available for anybody going north is to just continue to 159th Street or turn right into Jewel. The way that they would get to this particular property is by turning left at the Panda Express, and then they would need to drive along the frontage of Culver's to get into the Dunkin' Donuts and whatever the future user to the west of that would be. There have always been plans of extending the drive that Culver's currently has to the west, and as you may remember at Kitty Academy, there is a road directly east of Kitty Academy that dead ends to the property to their north as well. All of those, once the properties to the west of the subject property get developed, would be interconnected, so that there would, if somebody was, let's just say at this Dunkin', they could get over to Robson, which is over by Oasis, without having to go on to 159th Street. Or they could exit onto a new right-in, right-out that would be on 159th Street, but they couldn't go west if they went that route. So there is a future plan for full connectivity, but for the short term, while it's just this development, it's a right-in, right-out at the Culver's location. Regionally, the other thing I wanted to point out is on the left, you can kind of see the project site. The red circle shows the full access point, both into Jewel as well as into the Panda Express. So that is the full access point that allows everybody to turn left out to go north on Farrell and left in to go into the site. The blue circle on the left side is the right-in, right-out that's being proposed as a part of this development. On the right side, it kind of steps out a little bit. It shows you where the traffic signal at Aldi is. That's the southernmost circle with the big traffic signal in the middle of it. and then the same two green and, red and blue circles to the north, and then obviously the traffic signal at 159th and Farrell. I know that there were a number of questions about circulation and why this was important. We have talked with both Culver's and Panda Express to let them know that this is a change that would be coming. Obviously, it doesn't impact Panda Express much at all outside of the potential for some additional traffic coming from Culver's or coming from this development in the short term while the other roads aren't connected. But it does impact Culver's pretty directly because they currently enjoy a full access at that location. The owners have known since they originally developed the property that this could be converted to a right-in, right-out, and we're finally just at that point where that needs to happen because of the volumes that we're dealing with. Building elevations, very much like Crash Champions, meet and exceed our architectural design standards, full brick building. So we're very pleased with where we are with the structure and the elevations on it. I should go through this real quick. So the top elevation is what you would see from 159th Street. The bottom elevation is what you would see from Farrell Road. The top elevation is what you would see from basically Culver's, and the bottom elevation is what you would see from the parking lot. So as you're driving down 159th Street to the east, you see the full glass entrance, you see the north end and the east side. If you are coming west on 159th Street, you would see the glass front, but you would see the drive-through side on that particular frontage. Our request is to place Resolution 26003 on the January 21st, 26th City Council agenda for consent or action. We do have the applicant in the audience who is happy to answer any questions that you might have. Yes, that's actually a good question. I would invite.
Read, right?
Yeah, so if you could kind of go through kind of the process. They are the owners of both the state one as well as the one on Reed Street. So they kind of have a plan for how this fits into that ownership.
So I understand your concern for the 3 Duncans
Well,
in,
it's not a concern. I just wanted to clarify
Under- yeah.
that the
So-
same owners,
same owners,
different
but,
locations. Okay.
so Duncan, so I'll explain it. Duncan is looking towards trying to get their buildings to not be in like a strip mall. They want to be more like on a standalone drive-through with people going in and out. The one on 9th Street, the plan is to be converted to move from there to go into this new building. So there would be 2 Duncans in Lockport.
Oh, okay, so you're going to close the one in the strip mall then?
Yeah, we would
Yeah,
close. We would move the one from the one that's in the strip mall to this one.
I see.
So that's kind of like the plan of the vision of Duncan, what Duncan has, and what we have too as an operation. We like standalone buildings. We want the building to look very nice for the community, to be able to get in and out. So that's to stack more cars. That's the goal of Duncan, and that's the goal of us as we align.
All right. Any other questions for Raul?
This also allows them to add a Baskin Robbins to their service.
Yeah, expand the business as well, so, okay. Any thoughts, questions, concerns? All right.
Consent?
Yes.
And then as developers, you guys would like look at coming back another time with this other building in the future, that's.
Yeah, so like
that's
the second building, so I believe we are looking in it as the Jimmy John's, as Vic said, or our other partner. So we're looking at the Jimmy John's, but yeah, we're looking to develop another concept in there, which wouldn't be ours, but would be, hopefully the Jimmy John's across the street comes over and they can build their business through a drive-through also.
Yeah, the intent is that this is just a concept plan for right now. They would still need to come through for final development plans for all of these, as well as the special use permit for the drive-through. So more than likely, by the time that they get through all of that, they'll know for sure who that second tenant would be.
Okay. All right, everybody good with the concept for a consent agenda then?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll do that. Thank you, appreciate it. Okay. Then what do you got left? PW1. What do you got, Brian?
All right, I have the city engaged Civil Tech Engineering to perform Phase 3 engineering to oversee construction for our 2026 water main replacement and road reconstruction project. The streets that are included in this improvement are Hamilton Street from 11th to 8th, Washington Street from 11th to 9th, and Jefferson Street from 12th to 9th. This is our normal reconstruction project that includes water main replacement, roadway resurfacing, reconstruction, sidewalk rehab, curb and gutter, replacement of storm sewers, and all landscape restoration. So I'm recommending placing resolution number 26-005 for the proposal for professional engineering services from Civil Tech Engineering for a total not to exceed a fee of $356,370 on consent agenda for the next city council meeting.
Any questions, concerns, thoughts?
Could you speak a little bit louder, please? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I used to live over there, but it seemed like, I just asked when was the last time this was done?
Hamilton may have been resurfaced. This part, we're going to be resurfacing across City Hall, which I'm not sure what the age was at. When you make south of 9th Street, we're going to be actually, there's that little kind of kink in the road that as you're going from between 9th and 10th, we're going to be taking that off. So it's more in line as you're heading and you're continuing south. That little kink that's there right now will be kind of gone. So we're going to be widening the road a little bit and kind of switching it. So it'll be in a better alignment. And then the southern section wasn't reconned. It was just, I think there might have been, I know the Mayor Street on Jefferson was, the water main was done probably about 6 to 7 years ago, I would say. He'd probably definitely know. But it was, we're actually just resurfacing that section. So what it was, or I'm sorry, let me reverse, is his water main wasn't replaced, they redid the roadway. So they reconstructed a road like 7, 8 years ago, but never did the water main. So we're gonna actually be replacing the water main and then patching and resurfacing that section of roadway there. So that way, all of downtown will have the new water main, we'll have all new reconstruction, the consistent street widths that throughout. So that's what this project basically trying to do, is bring those streets in. But I think Hamilton might, if you remember, and some of it was done when 10th was done, which probably was, I want to say, yeah, it was like around 13th, I was going to say. That's when 10th was done. So some of it was done during that part of it, but it wasn't fully to what we've done throughout the rest of downtown. There are some streetscape elements. I did forget about that. So Hamilton will have streetscape elements very similar to State and 9th. So we will be wrapping that up to 10th. So basically it'll go from the corner just north of 9th Street. There'll be one planter bed there, and then we'll be doing the planter beds on the south side, or I'm sorry, on the south side from 9th to 10th will be planter beds and the rest of the streetscape that we have. And it's all going to be basically on the west side of the street. So we won't be going on the east side. Just because there's more of the residential.
Yep. All right, anything else? You okay with consent then? All right, we'll put it on consent. Any new business anybody got? You know, there's open floor comments. You three had anything you want to spout out? All right. Then we'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Joanne? You should second.
I'll second.
Second by our new alderwoman. All in favor? Okay.
They're silent for more than